Hello and welcome back to our Mandala campaign. We have a couple of things from the comments before we start today. The first one is, are we going to play to the end date? My intention is no, we will not play to the end date. My intention is that we will play until we get to the max level of devotion, which I think will then allow us to become godlike or something, and then there's something that happens there. So yes, my intention is that we play until we're a god. That's what I want to play until. It's going to be quite a few generations, because I think you can only go up one level per generation, and that's if you get the level in that generation. But yeah, that would be my intention, is that we're going to play until we're a god. It might take a while, like it might take another 2 generations, it might take another 3, it might take another 4, which might then end up taking a while, but yeah. I don't really plan on doing a world conquest. Also, I think a new patch might not be that far away because they've started talking about it in dev diaries, which kind of implies that soon they're going to think about maybe releasing it. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, for now, that's my plan. The second one is I see that somebody's consistently saying hospices are really good. Yeah, I do build them usually. I need to find somewhere that actually doesn't have a building. There we go. Just so I can show off which one we're talking about here. I think they're talking about... Actually, is it even buildable in oh, there you go. No, there is. Yeah, this hospice line. It's good because it means that you get plague resistance. Plague resistance means that you have less plagues. Less plagues means your development doesn't drop, so in theory it's a development up. And it gives you tax. We haven't really had that many plagues. Nothing's really spawned on the map. I'm just playing with default rules, and nothing really seems to be spawning. I know they reduced the rate that they spawned a while back. So little, diseases happen a lot less, but the diseases that do happen tend to be deadlier. I think that's what they did with it, but yeah, it's not a huge issue currently for us, but maybe at some point it will be and we'll need to readjust, but for now I'm not actively avoiding them. There's just, I had all these buildings already built, and then there are other things that, I've got my eye on, so that's about it. Anyway, we have an earthquake appearing here. There's nothing I can do, right? Oh no, I can. Yeah, I can totally do stuff for the earthquake right away. This is once it's reached the recovery phase. It's not in the recovery phase yet, right? No. Okay, yes, they can't do it because we're not in the recovery phase. We're in the Forshook phase. Forshook. Okay, well, let's go. Right, we've arrived back home. That's fine. Extort my subjects, of course. What else are they there for if not to be extorted? And... we will choose extorted courtiers. I'm not going to go up here until after the earthquake is gone, so I'm not going to do this one until then, so I don't randomly die. Found a holy order? That's interesting. I'm actually kind of interested in that. We will hold off, though, until we've done the stuff with the earthquake. So, I will enter Regency until the disaster reaches the recovery situation phase. And it will cost me 10% less. No, I'm not going to do that. That's fine. I'd rather use my stats for events and things rather than having my regent. Okay. The quivers in Buglass have reached their apex, wreaking havoc on the land. Homes and other edifices overturn en masse. Many who attempt to flee are crushed by the tumbling rubble, not the rubbling tumble. The destruction triggers a devastating chain of events, with fires and civil unrest breaking out. Brave souls attempt to save those under the rubble, only to lose their own lives to the billowing smoke and fire across the chiefdom. So we get severe earthquake for the reconstruction. Alright. Well, that's not good. Anyway. Are we in the... we're in the impact stage. I see. That's fine. I suspect people might die up here, and then we'll have tributaries swapping around. I can request gold from you? Yeah, come bring me gold while I'm chilling here. Also, I'm going to repair this. Nice. Death toll. Whole bunch of people die. None of that's relevant to me. progress undone. Years of investment and the fruits of backbreaking labor in the region are undone in the blink of an eye. Families abandon their ancestral homes as all that remains is rubble. Chroniclers lament the loss of sacred and rare treasures along with the military's vital stockpiles of supplies. The innocent run as debris rains from the sky only to be swallowed by plumes of dark, suffocating smoke. Buildings that have stood immovable for an eon now lie in ruin, their shattered remains entirely unrecognizable. Every realm loses 1/5 of its development, but actually that only means that they lose 3, which is actually not even that bad. Second impact, bunch of people die. Weak and brittle, so damage fortifications, do not care. My daughter and friend comes of age. This is the one who's not really my daughter, but that's okay. And then here, sell trivial titles, of course. I'm lucky to be alive, it says, the person who's nowhere near the earthquake. Oh, thank you for the money, and I also get a weak hook on this person, which is a weird event from that one, where it's like, surely I should have to give them a hook, but no. I not only get money, but I get a hook on them that allows me to get an extra 50 gold. I'm sure that's meant to be the other way around, but anyway, it's been that way for ages. Alright, we got people who are willing to contribute. A strong hook on me. Are you my vassal or are you my vassal's vassal? You're my vassal's vassal. Which case, sure, you can have a strong hook on me, I say. That was the same person for this one. Alright, well, I will fund that one then. You can fund this one. You can fund this one. You can fund this one. And you can fund this one. Nice. Let's go. And then this is going to give us a whole bunch of development growth and things here, which actually means it's probably going to gain more development than we lost, which is fine. Nice. I go into a little stress, but I'm not overly worried about that. Do I have any stress stuff I want to do? Write thoughts down? Yeah, I suppose I could do that. That's fine. And that will lower my stress. We could also hold a feast. That would be fine. We're still losing weight, so I could choose to do that. We'll be fine in terms of weight. My daughter can marry. Daughter of mine, you're going to marry using the marriage court filter. Search for prowess. Search for inheritable. You're going to marry Quezi. Yep. That's fine. That's okay. Right. Okay, so we've now paid for that full thing here. So that one is now... oh, wait. So I guess you can only see... I guess you see that one in here. Well, where do you even see it? Well, in its own clip. Oh, you see it in situations, and then it's a situation, not a... Although this is a project, it's not in the Great Project section, it's in the Situation section, but it's a Great Project under the Situation section, not a Great Project under the Great Project section. My mistake. It'll be finished in 37 days. Wonderful. Okay. Do I want to found a holy order? Probably, right? Yeah. You put it in the city of Tamika, which is currently my vassal's holding. Wait, is the city of Tamika a part of... It's part of my my capital? No. Do I have a different one? Nope, it's the only place it could go. It will get rid of my... Well, it'll mean that my city is going to be leased out, so I will lose the tax that this person is giving me. But I also don't really care. Okay. Yeah, I think that would be fine. I think the Holy Order is going to be better. Yeah. Let's do it. Wait. Whoa. For a second there, I thought that was ourselves. I thought we were leasing it to ourselves. I was like, oh, that's a great trick. No. This is now a Holy Order with Grand Mistress Eka. Which is cool. So that is... in here, we can now see Holy Orders. So we got an extra 1,000 troops at any moment. 1,000 extra horses. That's pretty nice. You know, I've been thinking about our culture. I wonder if we should just reform our culture. I've been waiting for an opportunity to merge it, I just don't think we're ever going to have one. I've been thinking about it more and more, right? Like, because everyone that we're close to has the same cultural heritage as ours, which is just not really going to work, right? Because if it's all the same cultural heritage, we can't create a hybrid. Yeah. It's a little annoying, actually. Yeah, we'd have to go this far out. You know what's interesting? Like, this is all counted as same heritage, so this is all Austronesian heritage. I just want to show you over here. So this is Central Germanic, and then over here we have Latin heritage, Frankish heritage, West Germanic, West Slavic, Baltic. Yeah, you probably see what I'm getting at here. This very small amount of terrain has way, way more like individual cultures than over here. And I would bet that in real life, like, although this is there's a lot of cultural stuff and it's all varied and all of that, this probably is equally as varied. Maybe there's less like historical documents on it. That's what Paradox usually say when they're lacking like info on an area. They'll say there's less historical documents, and we don't want to make stuff up. But you get the feeling you could switch this into East and West Austronesian heritage pretty easily, or North and South Austronesian heritage, and just be like, they were slightly different for whatever reason, right? I don't think it would be that difficult to split this up a little bit, because right now it's like, for us to get to a different culture, I need to leave my empire. If we look at the empires here, Germania, huge difference in culture. Like down here, you got West Slavic. Up here, you got Central Germanic. If we look at Francia, you've got at the top, you got Frankish heritage, Iberian heritage over there, Brythonic heritage. If we look at this empire here in Britannia, we have West Germanic, Brythonic, Godelic, more Godelic, North Germanic. Right? You get what I'm saying? It's like, in these empires, that you could form a hybrid culture. In this empire, you cannot. There is no hybrid culture. They are a monoculture. It just doesn't seem like that. Like, if you're saying that there's separate cultures here, you should probably say there are separate cultures here. Anyway, that's an aside. I think we should reform our culture. I don't think we're going to get over here. I think we're... Like, by the time we get over here, I think we could have reformed this and then moved on with our lives. Right? We could have reformed it and be ready to hybridize with them. So let's do that. Let's just reform it now. I have a ton of prestige. So, let's start by switching to equal martial custom. Why do I want to switch to equal martial custom? Well, because that's going to make our life so much easier in terms of getting really good knights, because we're going to have 2 different genders of knights. So that seems good. Oh, that's it? Wait, I thought for I wanted to diverge. Is the 6th of March? What have I done since the 6th of March? Nothing? I think I wanted to diverge my culture, not reform our culture. I wanted to diverge our culture. Oops. Okay, load the autosave from the 1st of March. Try and remember whether I did anything between the 1st and the 6th. I don't think I did anything, right? I think I ranted about the cultures. Yes, I believe that is correct. Oh, I founded my holy order. Okay. That's fine. I've now refounded my holy order. Wait a couple of bits. Right, now let's do it. I don't think I missed anything that I did. No. Okay. Let's diverge our culture. Ah, much better. Nusantara? That sounds fine. Yeah, I mean, previously, what is it? It's Papuan? Well, maybe I just go for... Let's start with Papuan. Papuan, and then name is going to be... Is it currently Papuan? Yeah. And then... Let's see, what else have we got going on with us? We're Tolotang. Or Mandala. I don't know. We could be the Tolotang Papuans. Yeah, that's what we're going to be. We're going to be the Tolotang. It's going to be Tolotang Papuan. And this collective noun would be Tolotang Papuan. And then the prefix, I guess, will also be Tolotang. So we're specifically a religious side of the Papuans. That's what I'm going for. Okay. Color? What color is it currently? Kind of orangey-ish, but not that orangey-ish. Kind of like a slightly orangey yellow. So I can see why it went for pure yellow. We could go for like absurdly bright yellow, but that's kind of getting into Malay. Maybe we go slightly like this and then like white yellow. That's going to be a little bit more like Thai. Let's go this and then... Well, this should be kind of goldish if I do that. Well, that's going to be like Malay then. How about this? That could be okay. Yeah, that seems unique-ish. I mean, the other option is that we just go crazy to the other end and make something that's nothing like anything. But, yeah, I was going to say blue. We've got blues. We've got greens. We've got reds on the screen. We've got purples. We've got pinks. Yeah, it's difficult to find a color that's not used. So let's go with that. Okay, next. Martial custom's going to be equal. That's going to cost us 5,000? Wow. Okay. So I want to change this, maybe. So we're in communal currently. All Papuan holdings get cheaper buildings. It is actually pretty good for what we're doing. Ceremonious? No. Egalitarian? No. Although tributary taxes are interesting if we did more tributaries. Spiritual? No. Bureaucratic? Bureaucratic's quite nice for us right this second in time. I think communal might be fine, and it counts as a pillar change. Yeah. And it counts as a pillar change because we added equal. What else do we want here? Or can I not add a new thing? I can only change traditions, I can't add them? Ah. Well, what's isolationists? Lowers your diplomatic range. We could get rid of that, and that would raise our diplomatic range. We can't have another culture diverge, but I think you can hybridize within 50 years on this one. Marriage acceptance towards other cultures, diplomatic range. We could increase our diplomatic range, basically, by getting rid of this, which I think is probably our best path forward. Yeah. Let's do that. Then we can keep culture blending, and I think the idea is that you get rid of culture blending when you form a hybrid culture, which would be fine. Let's get rid of isolationist. Have a higher chance of plagues not spreading is interesting, though. So, yeah, in theory, I can't afford one of the 5,000 ones, but that's okay. Let's see, what's regional? Xenophilic. Tribute missions have a higher chance of being successful. I think that's if you give a tributary. Like, if you give a tribute, it will be more successful. Use the Adopt Confucianism decision, can author a book. Will often learn Chinese. I love the idea that you don't have to be in China to take this. So you could just randomly be like over here in Iceland and just be like, you know what? I'm going to take scholar officials. And then you just randomly learn Chinese. It's like, oh right, yeah, I know Chinese. Invite to court character acceptance goes up. Okay. Development from invite religious exiles decision is doubled. Okay. It's interesting. Maritime way of life. Bonus to station men at arms in coastal tribal holdings. We don't have tribal stuff, so that doesn't matter for us. Esoteric power. Piety and legitimacy gained from Mandala rituals is increased. That's quite useful, and we can recruit the Pesilat warriors. I do quite like this one. Yeah. I don't need Taoism. I think esoteric power is pretty high on my list currently. Water rituals. It's very nice, obviously. It's just a nice one to have. See if we have anything else that's cheap. We're looking at the 2000s, basically. So, like, dexterous fisherman is fine. Seafarers. Trade ports are better. Yeah. Don't need shield maidens because we're not going to have things be biased against them. But that is another option, is we don't change the gender martial law, and then you just take this. Xenophilic is kind of interesting for the cultural acceptance gain, but that would be like, I'm going to really push for hybrid culture, which is kind of not the point of this. And then realm. Yeah, there's nothing immediately that I think we need. So I'm gonna go regional, and we're gonna grab esoteric power. Costs us 7,000 to do this. We're gonna end up with piety and legitimacy gain from Mandala rituals being increased. We're gonna be able to commission artifacts to commission Chris artifacts. I don't know what Chris artifacts are, but we can do that. Inspirations will produce higher quality artifacts, the higher the level of devotion of the commissioner, which is great for us. We can recruit these warriors, which are better than normal skirmishers. And we're going to have martial custom be equal. Yeah, I think this is worth it. So this is Tolotang Papuan. Let's diverge. The Tolotang Papuan divergence. Also, unlike reforming, I believe it immediately applies, which is very nice. Small changes in dialect, slightly different customs. It was easy to miss at first. Over time, small changes led to large ones, however, and now the Papuans living in Nusantara have begun to identify themselves as Tolotang Papuan instead. With their outlook towards life fundamentally unchanged, the differences between Tolotang Papuan and Papuan seem more political than anything else. But the fact remains that the division of tradition, policy, and borders have transformed one group of people into two. With the Tolotang Papuan people now looking to me for guidance, it's time to set the stage for a shared future. Okay. Cool. And now we've converted that. We should probably convert the other bits of land as well. So I'm going to promote our culture in that one now. Okay. And I'm just going to check that I'm still working on the same innovation. Although we might have different things, because I probably don't need city planning probably won't be what I'm looking for anymore. No, maybe I just leave everything in tribal and I just start researching one of these. Maybe. Manneralism might be okay. Manneralism will let us get the duchy building, actually. Yeah, let's do that. And then, yeah, Mandala ritual is here. The earthquake has been recovered, and we get a bunch of bonuses. Nice. We'll grab Honor Guard here. Monthly piety per night and monthly prestige per night has gone up. That's fine. Here, what am I looking for in here? Not in this one, actually. Now I can make a new... I'm going to make my new accolade, and we might put a woman in charge. If we have one who's good. Like Diane. Character currently doesn't serve as a knight, but could. We could make her a... What is she currently to us? Nothing. Go Mentor, Master of Revels? Master of Revels isn't bad, I suppose. Yeah. Diane? You are going to be Master of Revels. I want you to be Valiant or Mentor. Mentor is also pretty good. Actually, Mentor might be better than Master of Revels. Although Master of Revels has some benefits. You know what? Let's go with Mentor. I might actually even then go... You know what? I'm going to go Mentor Valiant. Yeah. Because I would prefer to have Master of Revels be a main one. That's fine. And that's fine. Let's create the accolade. Instead of Champion of the Pitcher, we can probably come up with a better name than that. So Mentor... I don't know. Let's see what position we're going to put you in on this. Could be my personal champion as well. who you could get to exercise with the ruler to gain prowess skill. You know what, Diane? You're going to be my personal champion. Your prowess is less than 39? Oh, right, because it's based off our prowess. I see. We're going to try and... let's say improve your skills. And we're going to say that you are... You are the champion, I guess. How about you're champion of the Tolotang? There we go. That's fine. Do we have a successor? A successor could also be my niece. There we go. That works. Okay, and then she can do that role. Also, should I have a royal architect so that my holdings are building quicker? I think so, yeah. I don't need anything else, but I think I should have that. There are some other positions I feel like I should probably fill, but those are the main ones, which will be fine. Right, how long is it taking to build these things now? 23 months. Nice. Okay. Anything else? Exact tribute. Extract gold. And gold. Cool. And then I can go to things like... well, let's start with this sacred heifer over here. Let's go. And now we should get a better reward from this, due to having changed our culture. Okay. Cool. Also thinking I should probably upgrade my men-at-arms at some point to get more of them. Because we now have the money to pay for them. Hey, this person paid me some money. Nice. Sacred heifer. It's a disaster. A sacred heifer refuses to lie down, a sure omen of sterility and decay. Please, we need for you to bless us in its stead. Mount this stone plinth and reveal your divine radiance for all to see, so the fields of Tandea may be laid fertile. The elder gazes at me. I'm expected to stand on the plinth naked for a week without eating. Yeah, I can do that. And then I raise myself to destined by doing that. Which is nice. We're now level 6 here, so we get even more bonuses. Which is great. And actually a pretty significant amount of renown per month. Tributary invalid there. And now we're making our way back. Nice. And now we've arrived. Rulers may become tributaries. They're definitely starting to be like, yeah, I'll accept under all conditions. Let's maybe start thinking about... I know that we're about to finish some buildings and we might want to build more stuff in them, but let's maybe start thinking about our men-at-arms. And let's think about them in relation to you. So you have 9,000. Actually, some of them are mercenaries currently. You have a lot of Pestilat warriors and you have some light horsemen. So we want something that counters skirmishers. What counters skirmishers? Archers? We could get more bowmen. Yeah? That would be perfectly reasonable, another set of bowmen. That's very, very reasonable for us right now. We might buy some more in a second, but I want to buy them all in one go. Just because that's how I want to do things. Hey, city funded. That took a while for it to kick in, but we got it. So that's the one for this city, I think. I think that's the reward for that. I guess we must have built it quicker than it expected. Probably due to our aspect. New marshal needed. It's going to be you. You can increase control in places I don't entirely care about. Although you could do it up here, maybe. The places that just lost a ton, but it doesn't really matter. Train my commanders for me. Right. Also, just in terms of religion. Yeah, all of our land is converted. Oh, this bit isn't converted. This bit of our land isn't converted to my religion. Oh. Why don't you convert that for me, just while you're here. Right. Carrying on. My son has no reason to remain and will soon leave. He's got reasonable stewardship. I mean, that would make him a good royal architect, maybe? Yeah, it'd be good after this person dies. Yeah, I don't know. If he leaves, he leaves. We can always recruit him back. Mental break. Oh, you know what? I think I'll get the trait of athletic for free, which gives me an extra prowess Small health boost and stress loss, extra stress loss. That seems good. Yeah, seems like a pretty solid thing. Not really worried about the mental break anymore. Okay, our grandson who we're still educating, let's get you to learn the Shaz Turkic language. And you can be a rough terrain expert. Hey, he is now a rough terrain expert. I think it might be of interest to arrange a meeting of our heirs, Bio and Watto. Okay. I will spend the money so that I can influence it. Watto was met with all pomp and circumstance appropriate for such a distinguished guest. He will remain in the county of Saran for a few weeks, during which he and Bio will get to know each other better. I'll be sure to help my grandson, for it's progressing very well. The time for Watto to return home has finally arrived. It seems that during his stay here, the young man has grown fond of our culture and decided to pick on several customs for my court. Things between him and Bayou went even better than expected. The two of them have become inseparable. What more, this visit proved to be an excellent opportunity to refine my diplomatic skills. Oh wow, he adopted our culture. He's been here and he just went, you know what, I'll adopt your entire culture. That's cool. So, yeah, awesome. New diplomacy perk. Let's grab benevolent intent. Means tributaries like us even more. Cool. Commanders are improving. And we can probably go and do the river ritual. Nice. Let's go do that. Another ritual to raise our legitimacy. And we're declared upon among tributaries. That's fine. I don't care. If it's among tributaries, it's not my issue. Right. Great Empress, the river teems with sturgeon, but our elders say it'll be barren by next year. Tonight brings a rare full moon. We need you to bless the waters with divine fertility. Sumiati has offered herself to join you in the ritual. Alright. That's fine. Now we're heading back. I might ask for some tributes to meet us when we get back there. There we go. Also, I just want to check something with my culture. Am I getting any, what's it, cultural spread? Yes, I am getting cultural spread. Nice, and it's city planning from Malukan. Okay, that's okay. I just wanted to make sure I was actually gaining something. Excellent, so they're going to bring me tribute. Hopefully, it arrives roughly as we arrive back. That'd be nice if that worked out that way. There's somebody else who's not usually on the list. It's this guy. He's not usually on the list of people we can get in. Interesting. Okay. That's all fine. We've exposed somebody's lover secret. Also, we have Mandala Dread, which is due to our Dread here. Which is now part of our Mandala Radiance. The reason we have that is due to... Firm Hand? Yeah, Firm Hand. Cool. Right. It's okay. These things are 11 months away. How long until my thing here? 7 months away. Cool. Well, I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. Thought I should mention at the end of the episode, I'm not here tomorrow and the next day, so if I don't read your comment and answer it or whatever, I'll probably do that the day after that. So, that's about it. Also, I'm going to try and keep these episodes a little bit sharp, just because I'm recording a bunch in batch, and, yeah, don't have a lot of time to do it. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.